Ladies and gentlemen, if you would stand to your feet, remove your hats. Tonight's game prayer will be presented by New Vision Associate Pastor Vic Peacock, which will be followed by the national anthem presented by the Raider Regiment.
Let's pray. Lord Jesus, again, we thank you for this day, Father, for your love and your mercy, God, and we thank you for all that you've done for us, God. I thank you for allowing us, God, to be here tonight, God, to witness this game, Father God. We pray, God, your protection upon each player, God, the coaches, God, the cheerleaders, everyone that is involved, God. We thank you, God, for our friends from Pierce County that's come this way, God. We pray, God, your blessings upon them as they travel home tonight, God. Let us always be found, Lord, being pleasing in your sight. And everything that we do and say, God, may you be glorified. In the precious name that is above every name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Good evening, Raider Nation. I would like to welcome you to the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson. I'm instructor of engineering and technology at Bacon County High School and the advisor to the broadcasting program through the NFHS, student broadcasting program, I should say. Along with me tonight is Carson Taylor, John Kabigtine, and Austin Rollerson that will be bringing you this broadcast through camera and production. Again, thank you for joining us, all subscribers that are joining live, whether you're Raider Nation or from around the state. Just above me, the Bears Network is going to be broadcasting as well on the NFHS, so they'll have quite a few looking on there. I want to first thank our 2019-2020 athletic school year title sponsors for this year. I want to thank brand new this year, and I'll quit saying that after a game or two, Burt CPAs. They have, you'll see some commercials, but they have offices not only in Alma, but Baxley and Homerville and Waycross. Family Vision Care, Doctors Hutto and McQuaig. The Wheeler Agency, Mr. Mike Wheeler. Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, obviously, Andy Cawthorn. And Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Miss Lisa Coley and her friendly staff there. And I'll be talking a little bit more throughout the broadcast as we cut in and out from the radio guys, and that's Brother Travis Peavy and Mr. Shane Bennett, as they're going to give us the play-by-play over our video this evening. But, again, I wanted to thank our title sponsors for being a part of this school year, helping make possible us to broadcast up to 70 live events this year, from football to softball to baseball, basketball, and other various sports. So again, thank you for joining us. And I'll turn it over to the radio guys in just a few minutes, and I will see you, or you'll hear from me again throughout the broadcast. I also want to thank the title sponsor for the football season, and that is Bennett, Johnson Insurance. That is Bennett, Johnson. Mr. David Johnson, right here, hometown fella. Got a lot of football stories to tell if you just stop by and see him. That's Mr. David Johnson. His son Daniel, I'd like to add as well. Bennett Johnson is our football title sponsor, and they've been with us. This is their 9th year with our broadcast, and I want to thank them for being a part of that consistently. And again, I'll talk with you later. I'm about to turn it over to the radio guys.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business. At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy. Visit www.fvcalma.com. Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
Against Hancock Central, and of course Bacon County here at home against Pierce County. This early in the season, we're not playing a region schedule as much as we're playing teams outside of our region, outside of our classification, and we are just trying to maintain until you get into that region schedule, stay healthy, which we didn't last week, and just try to get your stuff in line so when you get in those region games, you've kind of got all the rust worn out and the other stuff ready to go.
Right.
Lost the word.
Shane, one of the things that I heard, around town this week is what in the world are we doing to play in a Fitzgerald? But Fitzgerald was a AA team. It's in the same classification we are. But there was some scheduling snafu or something went on. The reason we wound up getting Fitzgerald on our schedule, do you know exactly what it was? It was something along the lines of we were right at the last day and we had promise from Frederica Academy, I think what it was, and they were supposed to play us for the first game of the season, and it came down to it, and they backed out right at the last minute, wouldn't sign the contract, so we wound up scrambling trying to find someone to play in that slot, and it wound up being Fitzgerald. Is that basically what you understand?
Yeah, I don't know the details, so I don't want to elaborate on that, but I will say even playing Fitzgerald, we're building a program here. If we're going to we need our boys to see what a program looks like that's been built up from the bottom up correctly, and if we're going to be the best, we got to beat the best, and we saw one of them last week, and I guarantee you that Fitzgerald team we saw last week is going to be back in the later games in the playoffs playing for a state championship.
And I'm totally in agreement with you on that. I don't have any issue with competition and playing competition, but unfortunately they catch us with a very young team, and we got a new coach, and we're trying to build it. And Tucker Pruitt, the head coach over at Fitzgerald, is just carrying on a tradition that his dad Robbie built, and they've been working on that program for 20 years over there.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So that's what we can look like when I'm retired.
Well, I hope it's before then. But yeah, you're right. It's just a tradition of building. The community expects to win. The boys walk on the field expecting to win, and that's the kind of mindset that we're trying to develop here in Bacon County.
And there's no reason we can't, Shane.
No, there's not.
You got Clinch County south of us. You got Charlton County. We're talking about, towns that are not quite as big even as Alma, but just they started winning and they've never stopped because the kids wanted to continue to win, and playing and being a part of the winning football program meant something to them, and they would not take losses. You got Pierce County that's doing it now, Ware County that over the last 15 years that has built a winning program. You got Appling that's trying to rise. You got
even Atco over there starting.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no reason we can't have it. It's just not that the Bacon County doesn't have the athletes or we don't have the support. We've got everything we need now. We just need to let this head coach and his coaching staff build, and I think that's what they are. They can build this and establish it, and I know Coach wants to spend a lot of time here, wants to raise his family here, and that's what we got to have. I'm sorry for taking over.
Well, no,
the preacher come out in me.
Yeah, but that, you're right. We got the consistency, and I think we got staff here that wants to be here. And as a community, we got to give this coach a chance and an opportunity to come in here and grow those roots with these boys and start it, because it doesn't just start at the JV or varsity level. It starts way back at that little league, not little league, but midget level down in that. Those 9 and 10-year-olds, getting them excited about football and getting the right things formed back then and getting the mannerisms correct, and that's just what we've not had, the continuity between all the programs here.
Right. Well, you go back to Coach Bobby Johns, you got DeJuan Merritt, you got Matt Thrift, then you continue to go on. You've got Drell Green, you got Tron Folsom, who's playing on ESPN at 10 o'clock tonight. You got Jacob Carver. You got some of these other athletes that we've seen. Akeem Peterson, who's about to finish up. He's a senior up at LaGrange. You got Jesus Brown. Then last year you got Anderson. You got Garrett Anderson. You got these kids that are going on and playing. It's not that we've not had the athletes.
Right.
We've just not had the consistency. In the middle of all those people that I've just called over the last 9 years, we've also had 5 head coaches. It's just hard to get a program started like that, and we've got to slow down and give us a little bit of time to build this thing.
And I hear a lot of what I hear is that we don't have we win at the lower levels, we win at middle school, but when we get up here, the weight limits or there's no weight limits, then that makes a huge difference at this level too. When you're lining up against a 300-pound defensive lineman, you've got a 180-pound offensive lineman. It just the physics just aren't there. So
well,
that's
you can fight. You can fight for a while. But sooner or later, when a 300-pound guy keeps leaning against a 150-pound guy by the fourth quarter, I don't care how tough you are. They're just not. They're just not. You just don't have anything left. You're wore out.
But one thing we will take from last week is we saw that last week, and our boys at no time did you see them frustrated and giving up. They played till the last whistle. And that's what I appreciate, and that's what I think Coach Goss and his staff has brought to them.
And one thing, we've got our first region game coming up. I think our first region game is going to be against Jeff Davis, if I'm not mistaken. That's game 4. And you remember last year, Jeff Davis came in here 4-0. It's game 5, is that right? Anyway, our biggest rival, Jeff Davis, came in here. They had not lost a game. We had not won a game. And we beat them on this field, but we had played the Fitzgeralds, we had played the big guys, we had played the tough team, and when we got out there, they had played cupcakes.
Right.
And when we got out there against them, we realized that these cats, they're not anything like what we've been playing. Our confidence built, and the game was over. We had a huge game, and I think that's something that we can look at and build on, because it really, high school football boils down to 2 seasons. It boils down to the first 3 or 4 games where you play a non-region schedule, and then when you hit your region schedule, that's when the real football season starts. We're about to get this thing kicked off, Shane. I'm looking forward to this game. Like I say, there's been some outstanding games. We're about to kick the game off.
Pierce County kicking to Bacon County.
Yeah, okay. And they kicked the ball deep, and here comes our number 1, Tyquez
Brentson.
We're going to hear a lot about him. He's a senior, and that was our FNB South kickoff, and we thank FNB, First National Bank here in Alma, for what they do.
Tyquez brings the ball up to about the 20-yard line, so about a 10-yard return, and we're going to see a quarterback coming in tonight that has not had a lot of varsity play time, but he got some last week.
Tyron Dean, Stefan's boy. Stefan, didn't you say he was a quarterback here at Bacon County
years ago?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was my quarterback.
He was. That was back before face masks.
Leather helmets.
Leather. And we hand the ball off to, who is that? Number 20.
Well, I
That's
guarantee
our
you
young freshman, yes.
Jamarian Guyton.
And that kid, he impressed last week.
Yeah.
He is very, very quick, and we get about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah,
3-yard gain is what they saying.
Yeah, that's just positive yardage. That's all we want tonight.
Absolutely. I guarantee you, Pierce County is not going to be any tougher on the line of scrimmage than
what we saw last week.
No.
Yeah. And, Coach, if you listen to the pregame, you heard Coach Goss talking about Pierce County runs a real basic defense, and they're going to try to keep 7 up in the box as much as they can.
Get the ball out there. What a great move. Going down the sideline, great move by number 10 for us.
That's Xavier Williams.
Yeah, Xavier Williams, again, sophomore. You're going to hear sophomore, freshman. You're going to hear a lot of that kind of talk tonight. We're very, very young. And I tell you what, those freshmen out there getting their nose bloodied this year, in a couple of years as they're juniors and seniors, they're going to be bloodying some noses. That's just the way it works.
And this is how it's built.
Yeah. Got a new quarterback in there. Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry, he's tied in. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, number 8, we hear that
We may see
Terrion Moore may run some type of special package from the quarterback position. I think we can throw to our tight end. I really think we can throw to him. And we're stepping back. Our quarterback turns it up, and we got a flag, and he gets smoked.
I think we're going to get a hold back behind the play, which is always frustrating.
Yeah.
And that would have been, I think, on Xavier Williams there, trying to keep that linebacker from coming around and getting on him.
They had pressure coming from the backside. We rolled to our right, and they had pressure coming from the back. Where before we rolled, he was coming from the quarterback's left side, and he rolled to the right. And trying to help the quarterback, we got a hold, which is going to back us up now.
No, they declined the penalty.
Declined the penalty. Okay.
Yeah, so early on here,
it's going to be 2nd down and 11. We lost 1 yard. Hand the ball off. And the linebacker blitzes in, and drops us for another loss. We didn't pick up the blitz. It was a run blitz, and he came in, and their big defensive lineman. It looks like they're playing is it a 3-4, 3-5?
they're playing a 3-4, but they're slipping those other ones up, so they're getting 7 or more in the box each time.
They're telling us to throw it. They don't think we can throw it. We're on the 36, our own 36-yard line.
Be 3rd and about 14 here.
Yeah. Here they come. We got time. We're rushing now. Throw it. And he throws it and dumps it up underneath to Terrion. Makes a good catch. Gains about 10 yards, but it's going to be about 4 or 5 yards short.
Yeah, but that again, we're going the right direction here. That was
Right.
Terrion Moore there.
Good, very good play. Good decision by our quarterback. And you know what we didn't have? We didn't have a
Legal procedure, all sides. Yeah,
illegal procedure. We had 22 last week.
Yeah, when I had in the Tyron's defense on that, we had a new center and a new quarterback there, so the line was a little
That's right.
unstable with that new cadence.
Great kick. Oh, stop, please. It's going to roll it to the end zone.
What a wonderful, wonderful kick.
Great kick by Cameron Crawford, Jr. That's his first, I guess, that's his first punt. I've seen him punt, and he takes quarterback Mason Michaels' place.
Going to break in here for just a moment during the change of possession. Again, I want to thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson. Along with me broadcasting tonight are students, senior John Kabigtine, junior Carson Taylor, and senior Austin Rollerson, as we'll bring to you this live broadcast.
9 minutes and 12 seconds left. Pierce takes over on their own 20-yard line. And they got it looks like a single wing set up. And the quarterback bobbles the ball, and they got a guy that's wide open. And if the ball's underthrown, safety was right there. All the safety had to do was just read it. He didn't see it coming. And great pass to a wingback that just run the seam route right up the seam of the field and made a catch for a 20-yard gain. First down, Pierce.
On the 40-yard line. 9:05 here, early in this first quarter.
Called it an incomplete. He dropped the ball. So there we go. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
There's a quick score update already. Berrien County 7, Atkinson County 0 already, early in the first quarter.
Speaking of Berrien County, we travel to Nashville next week for a 7:30 game.
Big game in the state, Bainbridge and Cairo. That's always a big game. Bainbridge up right now 7-0.
Bainbridge state champion last year in one of the wildest state championship games I've ever seen.
Some of our old folks.
Yeah, and the ball off to number 7, who's taking it wide, and we trip him up. Great tackle. There he is, Orion Barton. Man, how many times we call his name last week?
Did I miss something here, Rev? That was incomplete pass. Wouldn't this be 3rd down? There we go.
Yeah.
Say they were.
Trip him up after about a 2-3 yard gain. Making substitutions real quick. Making substitutions.
Get off.
Get off the field is another way I'm trying to say it. And CJ came off and wasn't supposed to. We have to call a defensive timeout. Coach Regal calling over his defensive squad, and we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business.
See our quarterback, Mason Michael, out there on crutches, still staying involved, listening.
As a dad who lost a quarterback to a knee injury, that just is not fun.
Yeah.
That's just not fun. And the quarterback steps back. We're getting some pressure. We get some pressure. Oh,
Wow,
we let him
had
out.
About the 5-yard line.
We let him out, and he's going to get a first down.
How in the world did he get through all that? We had about 3 Raiders on him, and he was able to juke and move around and get all the way up to about the 33 and a half maybe. We had an opportunity right there.
We did, and it was great coverage downfield. Their play broke down. The quarterback kept it, and we had him in our grasp, and we just didn't make the tackle. We dove at shoes instead of trying to grab him around the waist. You don't dive at shoes with an athlete. He just steps over your hands. And anyway, they get the real quick huddle. They don't huddle very far off the ball, and here they come. They're going to be a speed game. Looked like to me one of their linemen lined up offsides.
Yeah.
And, they fall forward for about a 6-yard gain. They're up to their 40-yard line, and they're going to be quick and fast. And that's what Coach tells us. He's talking about how they like to play fast, basic, but like to play fast.
And I apologize, we did not get a Pierce County roster that I have seen until just now.
Fake it and just dumps it right over with a little quick seam route.
Yeah.
Not a seam route, but a slant.
Slant inside, and he fell in between the linebacker and the safety there. It was wide open.
Good play call. They crossed the 50 now. They're inside our 40-yard line at about the 37-yard line.
38. No, 38.
Yeah, 38-yard line. Bacon County's 38-yard line. They're not doing anything fancy. Got a big offensive lineman, a Jernigan kid, number 77. I think that's his name, who's committed to Auburn. That's the last time I'll talk about that.
What was he thinking?
Yeah, really.
Education.
He just wasn't offered by Georgia. No, he wasn't thinking about education in Auburn. Trust me.
Yeah. They lost that book.
And on first down, they get about a 9-yard gain. They're inside our 30-yard line at about the 29-yard line, Bacon's 29-yard line. Here again, not doing anything fancy, just quick pitching, catching, throwing, and then just read options, and handing the ball off some.
So about halfway or midway through this first quarter, 6:32-31.
There he goes. And great block.
L.J. Newton for Pierce County. That's going to be a Pierce County first down.
On our 18-yard line, is that where you're reading it?
Yes, sir. No, I take that back. They're sitting on about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, you're right. That's what that would be.
My wife was teaching her kids to count by 5 this week. I need to be in that class.
Look, we don't have anybody covering up the seam guy. He just stands up and throws it to him right here, and it's a touchdown. But he fakes it and he pitches. And he falls forward for about a 5-yard gain. We didn't have anybody lined up over their slot receiver. Nobody.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Wide open. I mean, all he's got to do is just throw the ball out there to him. It's a 10-yard gain at least, if not a touchdown. Late, our safety slipped over late, but he was 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, our safety was. They got one single wide out. They've got kind of an odd-looking got actually 3 players in the backfield, 3 running backs, and that's going to be a touchdown. Just on a wide sweep, they overloaded our left side. They had 5, 6 blockers over there. We had 4 players, and it don't take long to do that. With 5 minutes and 7 seconds left, that's a Pierce County ATC touchdown for Pierce County. They're lining up right now for the extra point. Pierce County's had a string of very, very, very good kickers, and this kicker here is Eli Carter. It shows that he is a ninth grader.
Yeah, both of their kickers are freshmen.
Yeah.
Get a little early jump on the defensive side of the ball.
Slightly.
He could have caught the snap.
And they're going to mark it a little bit closer. I'm glad they're taking the penalty here, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion. They're bringing everybody in, and they're fixing to see if they can't smash us in the mouth. Maybe we can do something real quick here, knock them off their feet. And they're going to go for 2, which is exactly what I would have done. And they're bunching, and they're going to come up in a hurry and try to snap.
Yeah, we got everybody up in the box on this one.
They're going to go to the right side, and they're going to walk in.
Yep.
You could see the way they had it lined up. We were mixed match, and that they're not doing anything tricky. They're just overloading the line of scrimmage on one side or the other and taking off and running it, or standing up and throwing it to the weak side, and just getting man-to-man.
Again, I want to thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network live tonight, Red Raider football. I want to thank our 2019-20 title sponsors, Burt CPA, Family Vision Care, the Wheeler Agency, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, and Cody Electric and Plumbing Supply. But a big thank you for the football title sponsor, Bennett, and Johnson, Mr. David and Daniel Johnson.
Turn man number 1, Tyquez Brinson, he takes the ball. He's got some space. They're going to cut him off a little bit, but he's going to get a real good return out to about the 36, 37-yard line. Got a little bit of speed, old Tyquez does.
Yeah.
And here we come. We have a much sharper looking couple of series in our offense. We never did get anything going last week, but we've got a much, much sharper start so far.
And we were a slip tackle away from stopping Pierce deep in their own territory there.
We sure was.
Should have, could have, but I mean, these are positive things. 4:59 here left in the first quarter. Still real early. They're getting the appropriate football on the field.
Yeah. Tyron looks over to the defense, We got trips to the top. We put a back in motion. We're going to turn and hand it out to him. He's got a blocker.
And they're going to get him for holding there, too. He hooked him pretty good.
Yeah, there's flags everywhere. So we start off. We're just not going to be able to. That's just too slow a developing play. And we don't block. We grab. And that's going to back us up.
Yeah, and that's Jarrett Boat right there just doing everything he could to kind of keep that Pierce County defensive player off of him, but he just could not do it. But you're right, Reb. We got to get some quick inside stuff and
Yeah,
pop
we're
it
going to have
out.
to be able to run the ball. We're not going to be able to hang around. Or if we're going to throw it, we need to push it down the field. This lateral stuff, they're just too quick. We can't throw it out wide. We had one play that it worked pretty good with us, but it's just not going to work. Bruce Brown, maybe in the backfield. No, is that Tyquez? Tyquez Brentson?
Yeah, that was Tyquez.
I don't see Bruce out there. I don't know. He's actually standing by the coach right there, but he was limping noticeably in pregame. I was checking to see. He's got a bad ankle.
Yeah, and coach was talking about he was still frustrated that he couldn't run the way he'd been without that injury.
Early scores: Lee County 7, Life Christian Academy nothing, Burke County 7, Ware 6, Houston County 7, Central Macon nothing, Warner Robins 7, Locust Grove nothing, and Salem is up 8-0 over Coffee. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise. And Camden County's Ware and Wren, South Carolina out 21-7.
Did you give that Burke Ware County score?
I did. I don't like to. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Tyquez Brentson. No, I'm sorry.
No, that's Guyton.
Guyton, yeah.
Number 20. You're going to hear
Now
that.
that's quick.
You're going to hear that name a lot in the next 4 years.
Yeah. Do we have another flag? Can we not kill ourselves, please? Can we not kill ourselves?
Yeah.
Guys.
Officials talking to the Pierce County coach, so
We can't get it. Man, that is so frustrating.
they're going to move us all the way back from again all the way up to about the 47. Right at the first down marker, going to move us all the way back to
And I
about the
don't
25.
know. I'm not saying it was not a hold. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it was a hold. But I've watched a lot of football, and this official we got on the far side over there, that side judge, he is a flag-happy joker. He's going to get his name in the paper. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have his 3 minutes of fame. Go ahead, throw the flag, Bubba. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Just stating the facts, man. 3:40, 3:39 here in this first quarter.
We're going to stand up and throw it out wide, and we drop the ball.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring up a third down. And forever.
Jamarian just trying to run before we got the ball that time.
I guess our physical therapy and balance injury report would be Mason Michael
Yeah.
and Bruce Brown with a sprained ankle. I have not paid attention. Has Christian Gurley been out there tonight? Yes,
Yeah,
he's out there.
he's out there. So
But he's playing guard, isn't he?
yes.
Yeah, we ought to be able to run behind that big joker. He's as big as broad as anything Pierce has got. We ought to be able to line up behind him and just run right behind him. And we do.
And that was a good decision there by Tyrone instead of throwing out there in a group of Pierce County defense. Touchdown and runs.
Yeah, we're about to punt, Shane. We're on our own 26, 27-yard line, and we're punting to Pierce. And I hope Cameron gets another one like he did just a minute ago. That was a great punt. It was low. It skipped. It took off rolling, and it did not give them the opportunity to return. Another low liner.
And he's going to roll.
It is going to roll. Wow. Good job, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Somebody can add real quick. What kind of kick was that? 55, 50, 55-yard punt. Great job by Cameron Crawford. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment,
On the first play, just stands up and hits a seam route right down the middle, and they take it 80 yards for a touchdown. With 2:27 left, it's 14-0 Pierce. And somebody somewhere had a blown assignment.
Yeah, defensively, we're blowing that. Number 6, Orion Barton, there is down. He's got back up now, but hope he didn't stretch something. He was the one trying to run him down.
Yeah, he looks like he's all right. I think he's just a little bit gassed. I really don't know who the assignment was, but it was evident they've seen something up top, us not covering somebody or doing something or us overplaying, and they took advantage of it. That's what good teams do.
Yep.
They just call down on that little headset and say, hey, that defensive back's cheating, and they make you pay. And the extra point, extra point is good. The Wheeler Insurance field goal, extra point is good. And with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
We're lining up again for our kickoff, and we're excited about the opportunity to get back on the offense.
Yeah,
because we're not doing real well on the defense.
If we can just keep the penalties down, keep away from them. How do you think this Georgia football compares to the Alabama football that Pierce County's head coach left?
I think, we got a crease. Oh, he was one man away. But I'll tell you something, that is a bright spot.
Yes.
We have had some very good, and that Tyquez Brinson, he is a senior, but I'm telling you, man, he ain't scared.
Oh, he's not.
He's not scared. You know what? I think Louisiana. I think not in this order, but Louisiana and Georgia, Florida, and Alabama in the southeastern United States, right over here. Of course, Texas is its own.
Yeah, its own state.
And I think North Carolina has some pretty good
country.
football. South Carolina don't really have that good of high school football, but those 4 or 5 teams or 4 or 5 states right there have pretty good football, and I think Alabama has really good football. I don't know that Alabama has some of the powerhouses that we have, but they do have some good football over there. Florida, of course, South Florida's just, they got athletes everywhere. Turn it in, that's Bruce Brown there. And you can tell he's gimpy. He's gimpy. And Big Christian Gurley, he just wiped 2 of them out. They didn't like it much, but he don't care. And he put 2 of them on their back. I like a pan the cake. And that's just what he just done. Manhandled 2 of their defensive linemen.
That hit last year, I still remember. Knocked his hat off here.
Yeah, he got a streak of nasty in him. And that's a good thing when you're an offensive lineman. We got second and about 9, second and 9. We're checking our wristbands as our quarterback, Tyron Dean, called the plays. He moves our receiver over. We're looking to try to figure out what's going on. Now we're going to turn and hand it. He's going to turn it back in, Bruce is, and he's going to fall forward. He may not have quite the cut that he needs. I hope this doesn't mean that Guyton is hurt, because he's got another gear. I see him standing on the sideline. They're probably resting him. Yeah. He does have his hat off. I don't think it's an injury, though.
Yeah, he doesn't look to be injured.
No.
Now, I was talking about Coach Herring earlier. He was 50-21 over at Oxford, where he came from, Alabama. And I think he was at 2 other schools over there, Lincoln and Shelby County, which was combined 96-52. So he brings some good football with him.
We've got time. We just need to be moving, and it's going to break down on us. But we had 2 or 3 guys run right into the same route, right into the same lanes. And when you do that, you learn early as a defensive back, you can cover, one guy can cover 2 or 3 if they're all in the same vicinity. And that's what it looked like. We're going to punt again. And it's probably going to be punting after the first quarter. So it looks like they're going to let it run down. Pierce County 15, Bacon County nothing. That's what's going to be the score at the end of the first quarter. And we're going to go back to the studio. We're going to take a minute.
I want to thank you again for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson, instructor at Bacon County High School of the Engineering and Technology. I'm also the advisor of Technology Student Association, as well as the student broadcasting program that you see tonight. Along with me tonight is junior Carson Taylor. Seniors Johnny Kabigtine and Austin Rollerson will be on the camera and production process of tonight's broadcast. Again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a subscriber to the NFHS. It helps to fund what we try to do, bring you quality broadcasts across the athletics and other events of Bacon County school system. I want to thank specifically during this break Bennett, and Johnson, Mr. David and Daniel Johnson. I want to thank them for being a part of our broadcast for this is the 10th season that these guys have been with us, and they sponsored prior to that to radio, but our online streaming broadcast, they've been with us that long, and they're the sole title sponsor for football, for our football season, any and all games that we broadcast throughout the regular season and potential playoff games. Also want to thank Burt CPAs, Family Vision Care, the Wheeler Agency, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, and Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply for being the 2019 and 20 title sponsors for the athletic school year.
Again, to punt. We've had some good special teams tonight. And let's get another one off Cameron. Oh, and they blocked it. We waited just a little bit too long, and they come in, and we run right into where he's at, and Pierce County's going to take the ball over on our 14-yard line. We can't give them a short field, guys.
No, we can't. Again, he's been coached to get out of the traffic and get over, but he's still got to be conscious of what's there and in front of him.
Yep. And I think they picking it up. A lot of that stuff they picking up upstairs. They're seeing our weaknesses, and they're exploiting our weaknesses. And we're not in a good position right here. We're down 15-0, and it's only 8 seconds into the second quarter, and they're already on our 14-yard line. And we've not in any way, shape, or form have we stopped them. They hand the ball off to number 14, and he's just right up the middle, all the way down to about the 1-yard line. And who is number 14 for them? He's pretty quick.
That is L.J. Newton. He's a junior.
Yeah, he's built low to the ground. Looks like a prototypical running back, thick legs, and he's built low to the ground, low center of gravity, and he's quick, very quick. And they're on the 1-yard line. First and goal, Pierce.
11:33-32 here, early in the second quarter.
Calling for a rain delay, and he's going to hand it off to him. He's falling in, the same guy, falling in for a touchdown. Pierce 21, Bacon nothing. 11 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter. There's just a little old shower that's hanging off, and they're talking about the possibility you can see it to our east over there. It's just a little pocket. There is some back over towards Waycross and Blackshear. It looks like it's got some thunderstorm in it, but it's just a little pocket too. So,
Yeah, we want to get this one in before midnight.
yeah, that is your Stalvey Heating and Cooling weather report, brought to you by Stalvey Heating and Cooling out of Douglas, Georgia. Donald Ivy Stalvey.
Staley. That makes it 22, Pierce County. Yeah. And we got Tyquez Brinson back again. We're going to have to give him a...
He's been the most active player, and so far the bright spots for Bacon County has been our special teams. Our punting team has done a good job up till recently. We kick it off to Brinson. He's going to take the ball at about the 5-yard line, and he's coming right straight up trying to catch a seam. And they're calling him down, and he got walloped.
Yeah, he got good. He came... Pierce County player came around from the edge and just dove into him right at his hips and took him down.
Yeah, they're calling it down at the 20-yard line. It looks like that's where the white hat is standing. He's going to put it on the 20, and it's going to be 1st and 10, just like you said. Shane, give us an update on our Bennett and Johnson sideline report.
Well, Rev, what we're seeing down there is, again, the kids are into the game. Before, in the past we've talked about the kids just not engaged. Everybody's up there. Coaches are still coaching. And he's looking right now, I see Coach Regal trying to coach some of these younger kids up, and that's what we got to see when we're on that defense side of the ball, offense coaching up and vice versa. It's just something we hadn't seen in the past. It's good to see out there.
Yes, absolutely. I hope Tyquez is all right. He's all heart.
Yeah, I think he just got a good.
And we run right into the traffic. It's almost as if they hear what we're calling. They're lining their strength up to where we're running the ball.
We're not getting any pushback at all on that offensive line right now. And we talked about a pregame, though. We're matched up, a lot smaller compared to that Pierce County defensive line.
Berrien County 20, Atco 7. We're going to Berrien next week. Understand they got a brand new stadium. Supposed to be something to see. Lee County continues their winning ways, 14-0 over Life Christian Academy out of Virginia.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that. Life Christian is playing the national schedule this year, going all over the country playing. They're actually playing 2 Georgia teams this year. They'll come back at the end of the year and play Buford. So.
Tyron just threw the ball out to number 10, Xavier Williams. It was incomplete. Threw it into a kind of a crowd, but it was right on the sideline. But Tyron's running for his life now. Is it 2nd and long or 3rd and long? 3rd and long, I think.
Yeah, 3rd and long.
It's going to be 3rd and long,
10.
3rd and 10. And let's see what happens right here. We've lined up with trips. We got a seam route that's open. If he'll do it, we're going to take it and try to pitch it, and we're going to be dropped. That was ugly from the get-go.
Yeah, there was nothing there.
I don't know what that was. That just didn't develop good at all.
Tyron just took the snap and kind of shuffled to his left, and it just the line of scrimmage just collapsed on him in a hurry.
It looked like he was going to try to pitch it. If we'd run a little flag route, the middle receiver, when we go trips, if we run a little flag route, if we'll just do a little stop route out with the wide, with the split end, and then with the middle receiver, if he'll run a little flag route, he's going to be open all night the way they're playing us. I don't know that we see it. I don't know we have that in our arsenal. Cameron Crawford's lined up to punt again, 22-0, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. And he gets a good punt off, gets it off, and they're going to catch it, and we're going to tackle him right at the where he catches the ball, and the Pierce County defender, and they're on our 42-yard line, and we're going to take a Burt CPA.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Pierce got trips to the top, got a single setback. Different
Oh, ball
formation, they
goes over the
snap it
quarterback.
over. Yeah, I mean, he's going to pick it up. We just don't need to lose contain, and we may get the ball back.
Yeah, he tried to do what coaches tell you not to do, try to pick up the ball, just fall on the ball. And he tried to pick it up and make something out of it, almost lost possession.
Garrett Sears in there trying to stop, almost had the ball back, but he fell on it. But they had a huge loss. Maybe we can stop them right here. Ball snapped straight over the quarterback's head. I like it.
Yeah.
And that's going to put them, oh my goodness, 30 yards probably in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Let's take my shoes off.
35 yards, yeah. Take your shoes off.
Kind of a semi-surprise here. Irwin County 6, Fitzgerald 0.
That is a little bit of surprise.
A
They're
little
going to run a
screen.
screen pass, and he's wide open. And we're not going to catch him. Maybe Tyquez can run him down. He does at least stall him, but great play call by the Pierce.
Yeah, that was an excellent play call.
And they take it all the way down to the
3-yard
line.
From second and 35 to first and goal on the 3. 8:29 here left in this second quarter.
Shane, I'm looking forward tonight to some college football. When we get back home, we'll still have a lot of time to watch Tron and is he at Colorado State? Mike Bobo, former offensive coordinator. I hope he has a good year this year, and they're going to be blown dead. I don't know what it is.
Flag on the side judge over here. I think he's calling illegal procedure on the offense.
That would be nice. Well, in fact, we got two former coordinators for the University of Georgia squaring off as coaches tonight. We got the Colorado Buffaloes and their head coach, who was our defense coordinator last year. And for the life of me, I can't remember his name, but I'm fixing to get it to you in just a second.
Here's taking the snap here, second. No, still first down with the penalty.
They're going to hand the ball off to number 10. He's had a big night tonight. He had an 80-yard touchdown. Coach Mel Tucker.
Yeah.
Mel Tucker, who was our defense coordinator, came to Georgia with Kirby from Alabama. He's the new head coach at Colorado. And there we got a little bit of rain coming right now. I don't think it's much. And then Coach Mike Bobo, who was the offense coordinator forever at the University of Georgia, played quarterback at the University of Georgia. And I just don't mind telling you, I'm going for old Tron and Colorado State.
Yeah, can't help but do that.
Yeah.
Really proud of Tron.
Kind of a surprise to me that Tron left Troy to go all the way out to Colorado.
Fifth-year senior.
Yeah, and they're going to score on this.
Just takes a sweep to the right-hand side and gets in the end zone with 7:38 here left in the second quarter. The rain has started here, and the scoring has gone up by Pierce, 28-0.
We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. Right now, you're listening to
All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting a little bit of rain here at the stadium, and I just wanted to let you know that it's possible that we may go black for just a moment. We'll probably might have to move the camera inside. So if screen goes black, don't panic. I'll make that same announcement, but just letting you know that that's a possibility. Getting a little rain here. I don't think it's going to last long, but we'll just have to move the camera inside.
They're about to sponsor this kickoff. This will be the 5th kickoff from Pierce County. And then ATC is the sponsor for our touchdowns. And Appling Healthcare from Baxley is going to be taking care of our senior spotlight, which we play during halftime. That's some of our sponsors. We'll get around to our other sponsors in a few minutes. Pierce lines up, is about to kick the ball deep. Again,
it's gotten back this time.
He's got the wheels if he can just find a crease. And he's going to try to go outside. They're going to stop him a little bit short, somewhere about the 18 or 19-yard line. My bride of 35 years has just stepped in, and she's given me a back scratch. I appreciate it. If I fall asleep, just wake me up, Shane.
Okay.
I thought she came up here because she loved me, but I realized it was because it was raining.
Well, you can't look at it that way. Update on that Berry and Acco game. It's 20-14 now. Berry is still up.
Acco's got some athletes over little old Pearson, Georgia.
Coffee 21, Salem 8.
Go ahead, Coffee.
Valdosta 3, Tiff County 0.
That's big Terrion Moore.
Yeah, that was Terrion Moore on that run.
Now he's big enough to tote the football.
Yeah.
What does he weigh? Probably 210?
Yeah, at least. And Coach Gosford alluded that earlier. They're going to try to slip him in some.
You know what? With him and Guyton on a running,
yeah,
I don't know if Terrion can throw it. I don't know. But we're definitely. And you got Bruce Brown. Who's number 28 right there for us? 28 is Keelan Peterson. Yeah. He was a little bit gimpy in pregame. You can tell he's limping a little bit. Yeah, he can throw it. He whips it out.
It pops off our receiver's hand, hits a Pierce County hits a Pierce County player in the helmet and bounces about 15 yards down the field.
Yeah, they were coming up. I don't like that.
Yes.
I don't like it. It ain't going to work. I know why we're doing it. I know why we're trying to get it up and get it out so we can get us in some space. I understand why we're doing. It's just not working. It's negative plays every time.
Well, you got to take some of that aggressiveness out of that Pierce County defense. A little screen here would kind of maybe slow them down some.
We're going to hand the ball off, and Keelan toting the ball, and he gets about a 3-yard gain. It's 28-0. We're going to punt again, I'm sure. 29-0. I'm sorry.
6:35-34 here in the second quarter.
You know, I know we're going to punt it. This far down, you ain't nothing else you can do but punt it. Really.
Really good crowd here tonight. Rain's kind of scaring a few folks out under some shelter, but it's a good crowd for a Pierce County, Bacon County game.
Pierce County, the visitor stands are full.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had what I consider a very good crowd. The weather's helped us a little bit. Oh, goodness. Kick it. You got time. And he
gets a great punt off.
We fumbled it, and
we
we're
get
going to
the ball
get it
back.
Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure we got that back unless they don't get down to the bottom of the pile. But
Yeah, Bacon County football.
yep,
Yeah, number 4. We're going to call his name now.
yeah, he fumbled the ball for Pierce County.
What's his name?
That's a Bill.
Bell kid. Used
yeah.
to live here.
Yeah, he fumbled it over here on this Bacon County side.
Yeah, he fumbled it here on the Bacon County side, and the Bell kid from Bacon that's playing at Pierce has given the ball back to Bacon. What's his name? Quavion?
Quavion Bell.
Quavion Bell used to play at Bacon, went to Pierce. He fumbled the ball.
We'll take it all day long.
And Bacon County recovered it
On Bacon County sideline.
on Bacon County sideline. Yeah, hey, he's coming back to throw it. He's just going to launch it. Whoop,
Oh,
and
he's got it wide open.
Oh, my goodness, son, you got to adjust to the football.
He couldn't have been any more wide open.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Folks, there was nobody within 15 yards of him, I don't think.
No, it looked like the ball did die, but you got to kind of adjust. He was running full speed, but you got to. Who was that? Was that number 15? Boatwright? I think it was.
Tell.
And he was upset, and I'm upset. But he would have caught it on the inside the 5-yard line. Is that about right?
Yeah,
Right around the
yeah,
5?
he'd have walked in the end zone.
Yeah. He had to kind of stretch out there at the end. But, oh, goodness. We're going to get a timeout?
Yeah, timeout, Bacon County.
And we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to the Classic Country.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business.
Both teams coming back to the field, and we got a timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Great, man. That's just a sign of youth right there. We're going to get that corrected. I promise you, that kind of stuff right there going to start falling our way before the end of the season.
Yeah,
this is a team I think that you're going to see continue to get better week after week. I just believe we are. We're trying to find ourselves right now. We've lost some of our key players to injury, and we're trying to find ourselves, but I just fully believe that with our coaching staff and everything, we're going to see a team that starts getting better and better as the weeks go.
And I was
Great move by Terrion.
He's going to have to tuck that ball up a little bit. He's carrying it like a loaf of bread out there. Again, that's inexperience.
That's right. And he falls forward for about a yard gain. Got Pastor Ron Sweat, him and his bad self up here from First Baptist Church here. Good friend, getting ready for the halftime show with our band. And he's a celebrity.
Really
Y'all might want to get his autograph before he gets out of here.
I got it last year.
The only thing, he is an Auburn fan.
That's why I didn't keep it.
That's why you tore up the autograph? Auburn. They play Oregon, don't they? Quack.
4:56.
We got to go for it.
Incomplete pass.
We got to go for it on 4th down.
4th and 9.
I mean, we got to go for it here.
And I think that's what Coach Goss is going to agree with you on. And Brian Watson, our offensive coordinator, is doing, I guess, some magic here with all the changes he's had to do on this offense. Already being a young offense and have to move people around.
Pierce goes to a cover 2. They're walking up. They're going to try to blitz from the corner. Terrion, he's breaking it. Get out of his way, guys. Come on, quit watching.
How did he get out of that?
And he's still running, and he's going to get a first down.
Right, I think he's going to be a little bit short. Well, Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short, but that was impressive.
I think he got it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I thought the side judge lined him up a little bit short, but first down, that was impressive.
Yes.
That was very impressive. Even if he was short, they should give it to him because of that run.
First down, Bacon.
We may have found something here.
Pierce is going to call a timeout.
They got to figure out what just happened.
Yeah. And we're going to take a break.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy. Visit www.fvcalma.com.
driving in for our first touchdown of the year and have this intercepted and run back, and then they score, just flip the field on us.
Yeah. We were hoping to go in with some momentum. Rather, we turned the momentum right back over to Pierce. Tomorrow is week 1. Last week was week 0, and the extra point is good. And Pierce County leads us 36-0 with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the first half. But
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
there's not a more talented team in the country than the University of Georgia. Florida has one 5-star recruit, and he's the one that just transferred from Georgia.
Yeah, and we don't count him.
No. Oh.
He's going to make it out to about the 15-yard line before he's met by a host of Bears.
If we think that Pierce County is wanting to ease up on us a little bit, we've lost our mind. They're knocking, as I used to say, or terminology when I played football, slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker.
They hit you, son, and knock the slobber out your mouth, and that's what they're doing right now. They're not giving any mercy.
1:41 here left in this first half still. Long first half for Bacon County.
Yeah, 141. We just don't need to give up any more scores right here. But I was not impressed with the University of Florida at all. And if Miami had anything near, there he goes. Terrion's making it work.
Yeah, he's just fighting and clawing and scratching and getting a few yards at a time.
Can I say something here? I know everybody in the country does it, but I don't like the shotgun snap every play.
Well, and
throw the ball 3 or 4 yards back, and then you got to come forward.
Yeah,
I know the zone blocking and all, I understand that, but I just think sometimes you get up underneath center, fire off, and hit somebody in the face. You don't give the defense time to react.
Exactly.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, and I think last year in the Florida game, that hurt Georgia a little bit doing some of that.
There he goes again. He's dancing. Terrion.
Just nothing there at all. He runs right up in the teeth of the defense. It's going to be third down and about 5 with 50 seconds left here in this first half, and I think Coach Goss is going to be satisfied to just run this clock out as far as he can. Play clock's at 29, 28.
Yeah,
so
we're going to have to get another play off.
Yeah, we're going to have to run one more play.
I would send my fastest receiver that could catch. I think I would take Guyton. Are you going to take a knee, Brent? That might not be a bad play.
Yeah, we don't want to take any chances because we're in the end zone right there while the gun had it 1 minute. Well, now let's keep the ball on the ground right here.
But there's really not a lot of difference between 43-0 and
that should wind it up here with 11, 10, 9 seconds left here in this first half.
We invite you to stay with us here for Lamar's Pharmacy halftime show. We're also going to have a senior spotlight. And Shane and I are going to turn it back over to the studio. We'll see you.
Test. Testing 1 2 test.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business.
Ladies and
Offensive Player of the Year.
testing 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to the second half of Red Raider football. The score is 36-0. As we've been a little overwhelmed by the Pierce County Bears this first half. Had an opportunity as we drove down the field earlier. Had a ball picked off in the end zone, unfortunately. Kept us from scoring. But We got a second half. Likely a clock will run at some point to kind of speed things up here with a mercy rule here in the second half. But I want, again, to continue to thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network powered by Play on Sports. My name is Brent Johnson. Along with me, Johnny Kabigtine, Carson Taylor, and Austin Rollerson as we bring to you this broadcast. I want to thank the Rev, Travis Peavy, and Shane Bennett for bringing us commentary of the game over our video. I want to thank our title sponsor for football, our football season title sponsor, Bennett, and Johnson. That's David and Daniel Johnson. Huge thank you for them. Been with us for, this is the 10th straight year over our internet streaming broadcast. I want to thank Burt's CPAs, Family Vision Care, the Wheeler Agency, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, and Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, those 5 candidates for being our 2019-20 athletic school year sponsor, title sponsors for BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. That's everything, football, softball, basketball, baseball, and other events. We're about to get things kicked off. We're going to switch back over to the radio guys and be back with you shortly.
Kickoff. As Bacon County now, we get to kick the ball off to Pierce. I've got a feeling we're going to have a directional kick here, and that's what we're going to do. And they're not going to fair catch it. They're going to come right at us, and he's got a crease. We're going to get him down.
About the 43.
Yeah, 46.
46,
47 yard line of Pierce. We didn't kick it very deep. That was not the thought process, and we've stopped him. And Pierce takes over. And I foresee a running clock.
Well, they are. It's running.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at some of the players. Joe Harris, number 51, defensive tackle. Looking at some of the other players, we don't never hardly call their name. Number 54, Dylan Parker, junior, defensive tackle. We've called the Sears kid's name already one time tonight. Number 35, he's out there. And, Stan got a new quarterback, and he stands up and just throws it. And
we got a hand on it.
Yep. Ryan Barton came in and made the initial lick, but wound up being tackled by number 28, Keelan Peterson.
Turner County's gone up on Cook now, 14-7.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be
it's going to be a war. Pierce County down with trips down here to the bottom nearest the press box. Their new quarterback takes it, he turns, and he's going to hand it off to number 24, who's just dragging people with him. Falls forward for a first down. Pierce, first and 10 on our 40-yard line.
Stetson Bennett, former Pierce County quarterback, he's still at Georgia.
Yes, he's the backup quarterback this year. And they say the only thing that keeps him from being a Power 5 starting quarterback is he's not but about 5'10". Mm-hmm. And he's not very big, but arm strength and decision-making ability is as good as anybody is out there, is what they're saying. And that comes from people that wondered why in the world. Oh, he takes and fires it. It was dropped, incomplete, but it was a good ball by number 6 for them. Do you have who that is?
That is.
He looked good. He looks pretty good.
Luke Eccles.
Yep.
He's a senior.
They've turned out some pretty good quarterbacks. Got a second-string quarterback at Georgia, and then they had the kid wound up going to Central Florida. I don't know where he wound up. We never did hear much out of him. I don't think he ever started, but I believe his last name was Allen.
Yeah.
But he could throw it. And they got a flag.
I see a flag in that. Back judge throwing that usually. Well, number 77 get a little gimpy there.
He's the kid that's going to that other school in Alabama. We got a continual clock, which means this second half is not going to last very long. We're going to back them up, chop block.
That's what I was trying to get to a while ago. The back judge usually sees that chop block. It's going to be 15 yards.
Really appreciate our sponsors this year. We've got some tremendous sponsors and we're glad to be on 104.3 Classic Country.
Back in Alma.
Back in Alma, and the folks around Alma love the fact that Red Raider Radio is back in Alma, Georgia. And I'm glad they're back. We're back in Alma, Georgia too.
Myself as well. 8-14, 8-13 here in this third quarter.
Going to throw it out wide.
And they get a hand on that one, but he gets loose. Gets down the sideline for it looks like a Pierce County first down to about the 39-yard line.
Well, with the penalty, they had him pushed back. So
oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Still like it's going to be 2nd and 12 or 3rd and 12, whatever.
Right there.
3rd and 12, yeah. We want to thank First Baptist Church. We talked just a minute ago about Pastor Ron Sweat, Jay's IGA, Southside Church of God, Story Wealth Management in Douglas, Alma Family Dentistry, and Saving Grace Ministries there in Douglas, Georgia.
We almost had a pick six there, Rev, but I mean, that's about as close as we've got this year.
Well, that would have been nice, wouldn't it?
4th down, and they're going to punt the football, it looks like.
Well, they got to practice that some, too.
Pierce County on our 42-yard line.
Let's see what happens here. Who we got there? Angel Morales?
Yep.
Angel Morales standing about the 12-yard line. Maybe that thing will roll into the end zone. And he just pooch kicks it up there. Call a fair catch. Nope. We're going to let it roll. And it's going to roll down inside the 10 at about the 6-yard line. No, they're going to mark it at, yep. Where's you going to put it? About the 6-yard line. Yep. 6:24 left in the third quarter. I want to thank Burt CPA, Larry Taylor, and Burt CPA. They do a tremendous job. They sponsor our timeouts, but they are with us every year, and we really appreciate them. Bacon County Hospital and Health Systems, Appling County Health Systems. And it looks like we're going to stay with Terry on. Terry on Moore.
Talking about these Alabama folks, we got Coach Ragel's actually from Phoenix City, Alabama. They went to Valdosta State and Troy State.
Man. It just collapsed. I don't understand why we're not running behind Gurley. I really don't.
It's going to be 2nd and 10. We picked up nothing there. Terry coming back to the sidelines, getting the play.
I almost wonder if we wouldn't be good for us to put a big fullback back in there and turn around and hand the ball off to him. Let the fullback lead in the hole and just run behind Gurley in the center all night long.
Some old school wishbone.
That's what, I mean, let's just do it. Let's do it.
Play with what you've been gifted. Get out of that end zone.
No.
Ball dropped.
Drop the ball, and Pierce is going to recover.
That goes back to inexperience carrying that ball like a loaf of bread.
Yep.
Big number 54 for Pierce County comes out from under the pile with the football. So it's going to be Pierce County 1st and goal with 4:32, 4:31 here left in the third quarter with a running clock. .4:15. Pierce is going to come out with the same offense that they had, the offensive players that they had. Looks like they don't have all of their starters out there. Maybe they got their second string mixed in with some starters. Get them big O-lines.
Turn around and hand it off to 24. No, it's a pump pass.
That was a
great play.
Yep.
Touchdown. And that was just a little quick hitter pass. They faked like they was going to run. Everybody in the stadium thought it was going to be a run. He just stands up and hits a little slot receiver who slipped in behind everybody. And that makes the score 42-0 with 3:33 left in the third quarter. And Pierce is about to attempt an extra point. Still got a lot of people around here. Still got a lot of people. Yeah. Good night concessions. Good night at the gate. High school football, man. We got some whistle. No, they were just calling the play dead real quick. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to envisioned as our home opener. But we just got to find some offense somewhere, Shane.
Yeah, I don't know where.
I don't either. I don't know where we're going to find it. It really put us behind the 8 ball with our quarterback going down. And Terrion has done a good job.
Yeah, he has. He's green. He's got a lot to learn back there in that position.
Don't know that he's ever played quarterback. And here comes Tyquez Brinson. And he's trying to do something, but he gets knocked down right outside the 10-yard line. And he got smoked in the first half, and he's still a little bit gimpy.
Yeah, he's a little bit skittish from that, too.
Yeah.
So, a little interesting fact about our offensive coordinator, I don't know if you knew this, that Coach Watson served as a youth minister at 2 congregations in the Church of Christ.
Is that right?
That's right. And even crazier than that, he worked as a professional cook before he went into education.
Well, I've seen Coach Watt. He kind of
he enjoys his food. Yeah, he's a hoot to talk to.
You know the difference between the Church of God and the Church of Christ?
I'm scared to say.
One word.
I feel better now. 38 seconds left here in this third quarter.
And get on the ball. We're just not doing very well right now. Not doing very much right now. They're getting back there about as quick as the ball's getting back here to us.
Well, again, this goes.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy. Visit www.fvcalma.com. Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
Waycross. We had been running towards Baxley, and now we are in our north end of the field running south, heading south. That would be from our left to our right. If you're standing here in the press box, I think I got that right. At least that's the way they talk left and right hands in Ware County.
Well, they roll the clock. Start of the fourth quarter.
We know we keep the ball. Now, maybe that should have been a handoff. Terry on trying to do it all by himself. We got a flag that comes in.
Not sure what that could be. A multitude of things where he threw that flag.
Sure.
26.
He's going face mask on Pierce County.
I'll take that.
Yep.
Braves still up 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Looking at South Georgia, see if there's been any change. Berrien up 34-21 over Atco. Worth 27-0 over Dooley. Pierce 29, Bacon nothing. That was a while back. And any other stuff? Tiff, Valdosta's now up 10-0 over Tiff. That was updated 10 minutes ago. Irwin 21, Fitzgerald nothing. What a surprise!
Wow, that's a shocker there.
Yeah.
Gotten on a little sweep play, but just still nothing there.
Coffee's opened up on Salem 50-0. Lowndes 24-7 over Chapin.
Salam.
Who?
Shalom.
Some Catholic school out of Florida.
Yeah.
Turner 14, Cook 7. You've already said that one. And Wilcox 27-0. They got a linebacker, running back out of Wilcox that is high on everybody's radar. He's really, I saw some highlights on him. He looks like Roquan Smith did when he was in high school. He's very, very quick, very, very quick. He's not the biggest thing or the tallest thing, but he's, oh, Lord.
That
Intercepted for a touchdown.
No, he threw the beanbag down. It was a fumble, but I
It looked like
his arm was going forward.
Is
But
that-
yeah.
yeah.
But
They hit it at the end. And
But it just don't matter in high school football what you think you saw.
But he caught it on the fly, whether it was a fumble or
Oh,
an
I didn't see him catch
interception.
it. He did
He
catch
caught
it.
it on the fly. That's another one of those things, kind of like that interception. It just fell in his pocket. But they're bringing the house. They're bringing the house. We're not stopping them now. We're playing a little Olay football.
9:31 left in this football game.
Hurricane Dorian now is a Cat 4.
Yeah, that is something we got to all be aware of out there, because it's this one of any of them the last few years really scares me.
They say the problem with this one
Going so slow.
that it could very well sit over land. Florida, or if it hits landfall, wherever it hits, as slow as it's going, it could sit over for 3 or 4 days and just dump rain and wind.
And all that rain and the wind starts loosening those trees up, and we got a mess.
Yeah.
Rev, how much did you know Coach Regal, Todd Regler, our new coach here? How much did you know his father out of Ware County over there?
I just knew of him. Met him a couple of times, but just knew of him. I know that he's really the one that kind of brought Ware County into prominence. Ware County's had some good, every year, every now and then, they would have a pretty good football program. And Coach Rusty Gaines, he had some success there when Ware County and Waycross first came together. Coach Williams, Dale Williams, he also had a little bit of success, but it took that county a few years after the merge between Waycross High and Ware County. And Coach Regal's really the one that joined the football program together and brought it to prominence. Fred Gibson, some of the other athletes come through. I know Coach Regal went to the band and got Fred Gibson out of the band, and he wound up being a 3-year starter at University of Georgia. And here we go. Go Tyquiz. That's the way to fight, buddy. He ain't
Scrambling
quit.
around,
I
yep.
can tell you that. 7:40 left. But Coach Regal came out of Americas. He had left Americas High School and came to Ware County. And I don't know, he probably had 12, 15-year run down there. And
Coach Todd Regal actually helped his dad coach
right,
when they were
he
in
did,
Americas.
He did. That's
Won
right.
a state championship there, or played
Right.
for a state championship.
Right. And I talked to Coach Regal, our Coach Regal, and he said, Todd, he said that he actually graduated from Americas. But he helped his daddy down there and at Ware County too, I think.
One of the connections here with Coach Goss and Coach Regal is Coach Todd Regal was was the best man for Coach Goss at his wedding.
Huh. I think they went to Valdosta State together. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And played for that national championship. He played in the national championship there.
Well, both of them football
Yeah.
guys. You don't have to be around them very long. They taught the lingo. You know, they still limp
Yeah.
from the injuries. And who was that? Was that Brown? It was a pretty good run.
6:28, 6:27. Bacon County with football on about the 26-yard line, just trying to get this clock run out at this point. 50-0. Pierce County all over Bacon County tonight.
Yeah, we fought for a little while, but now we're not doing much. It's second down and about 9, maybe 8.5. I think it would have been. I know the score would have been a little bit different. I think if if our quarterback situation wasn't what it was, not taking anything wrong, anything away from Dean or Terrion, they've done what they can do, and it's we got to solve that issue if we're going to have any success this year. But I give both those kids. They were sticking it in there. They were doing what they can, giving every individual effort that they could. Terrion, he's a big kid. He can take a pounding. He's big enough to take a beating. And we just got to find out what we can do, if we can run the football. And they're just now, they're blitzing everybody, and we're not stopping anybody. And all of our offensive linemen are 5 yards down the field, and all of their defensive linemen are 5 yards in our backfield. And we're going to punt just to keep from them trying to score again.
4:58, 4:57 here left in this final quarter here.
I will say this. I never pull for a team from the West Coast. I just don't do it. I will pull for Washington every now and then. But tomorrow, we got the Quacks going on.
Yeah.
I will pull for the Russians against Auburn. You hear what I'm telling you? And I don't like Auburn. Ain't never liked Auburn. Won't never like Auburn. And I'm pulling against Auburn. I hope Oregon beats them. I don't want anybody to get injured, but I do want them, this hot shot quarterback they talk about, Bo Nix. I think he comes from a great family, a good Christian family. But I hope they bloody his nose for him and let him know what college football is about tomorrow. I'm tired of hearing it, And then University of Florida, they off this week? Who knows?
Yes.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I don't care.
They were off last week.
If Miami had any offensive line at all, they would have won that game.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm telling you, I could have beat that offensive line.
Yeah,
They were terrible. I can't know how they wound up in college football.
Well, they're at Florida.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, somebody said Georgia Tech. Brent Johnson up here talking about Georgia Tech. Well, I kind of understand the Georgia Tech situation. I mean, that coach has come in there with a team that Paul Johnson has built to run the ham bone, or whatever he calls that thing. And something he established when Tracy Ham was the quarterback at Georgia Southern, and that's what he's made his career on, running that offense. And he's recruited players that can run it, real quick offensive linemen. And now that this Collins guy has come in there, is it Jeff Collins, the head coach, and he's going to try to do a totally different offense, and he's going to try to do it with that Georgia Tech personnel, and it's going to take him a while. And I think Georgia Tech people understand it's going to take him a while. And it's going to be an ugly year. It's going to be a very, very ugly year.
2:34, 2:33 left in this football game. Pierce County got the football on Bacon County side of the field at about the 41-yard line. A lot of substitutions in on the Pierce County side.
Next week we go to Berrien County in Nashville, Georgia, 7:30 start, and we take this show on the road. We'll be starting our pregame at 7 o'clock. Our Pineland Bank pregame show. Coach is still coaching, still looking it over, still trying to make adjustments. Have never stopped coaching. We had him in the backfield. He escapes, and he's well. We get a shoestring tackle
We got a
by
Raider down.
Cameron Crawford. And
Number 45, Brent Johnson on the carry.
I don't know. I think the Sears boy may have got kicked in the face. His helmet's come off. Garrett Sears. He's all right. He's running over here. But the way he was acting, it looked like something happened. I don't know if his helmet, exactly how his helmet came off. I'm not sure. He comes over and takes a knee, but he looks like he's okay.
Bainbridge still holding out 14-10 over Cairo.
Boy, I know that's a fight over there. Second down and about 6. Now
Ball
he
gets on the
fumbled the
ground.
ball. We're going to grab it. I thought we were. Now they're going to get on it.
We tried to pick it up instead of falling on it.
Yeah. Back to the line of scrimmage. They actually fumbled it forward. It's going to be 3rd down, 58 seconds left. There's 1 play left in this ball game. And we're going to pack it up. We appreciate you being here with us, staying here with us. We appreciate Paul Dean and what he does back at the station on Classic Country. All of our sponsors. Be sure and be here with us next Friday night at 7 o'clock as we go to Berrien County, Nashville, Georgia.
See that new stadium?
Yep. They got a little jitterbug back, and he's dancing. And we
That
missed
should
him, but that's
wind
going
it
to
up.
line it up. Be sure to stay tuned and listen to our post-game as
Again, we want to thank you for joining us on the Red Raider football on the NFHS Network. That's going to wind it down. 4.5321 on the clock. 50-0. The Raiders are going to take it on the chin this evening from rival Pierce County, neighboring Region 2-3A opponent. As Rev just mentioned, we'll be next week live from Berrien County. That's Nashville, Georgia. I want to, again, thank you for joining us tonight. I want to thank title sponsors for football. That's Bennett and Johnson, David and Daniel Johnson, Burt CPA, Family Vision Care, the Wheeler Agency, Andy Cawthorn Auto, and Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply. Again, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope the broadcast went well. Again, next week, Red Raider football, live from Nashville, Georgia, Berrien County. We'll be headed over there. I think they took it on the chin tonight from Atco. Haven't seen a final, but they were down a couple scores in the 3rd quarter. This second half went by relatively fast because of the running clock. But again, thank you for joining us for Red Raider football.